Hey everyone, Creative Venus here and welcome to another beautiful tutorial, and this time we are creating a smart home design, and this is a very beautiful isometric design that we have created. So let's start without wasting any more time. First of all, as usual, just insert a rounded rectangle, and I've already placed a blue gradient background, and just duplicate these rounded rectangles one by one, and we need 5 or 6. Let's keep 6 rounded rectangles. And the idea behind creating these small rounded rectangles is to put icons related to smart home, all the technologies, the digital transformation, the AI, and everything, including the data that is connecting the smart home. We want to showcase all those aspects with the help of icons on these rounded rectangles. So now I am filling gradient colors and different gradient colors on these rounded rectangles. So purple on the first, red gradient on second, and more orange on the third, then yellowish on the fourth. So by now you must have understood how to fill gradient colors, and these are really not difficult, and you just have to be creative, be imaginative, be more daring to experiment with different things. All you should do is experiment. Do not go with what I am doing. You just have to keep on experimenting with different styles, different colors, different themes, and then only you can be able to do or create your own original designs. And trust me, it is not very difficult. All you need is just practice. So as you can see, it is pretty simple to fill these gradient colors, and I'm using only 2 gradient stops, not even 3 or 4. So on the last we will go with blue gradient colors. So now our gradient panel is ready. Now let's group all these and change their angle, but when we group them they are out of place, so we have to drag these to make them aligned. So PowerPoint doesn't have those options like the options that we have in Adobe Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator provides lots of options like isometric grids, guides. So but that is more complicated thing. In PowerPoint everything is very easy to create, but yes, it has its own limitation, and we generally tend to find a way around to avoid those limitations. And for that, what I have done here is I have inserted this rectangle. So with the help of this rectangle, the yellow rectangle, we are able to align all these rounded rectangles. So we just have to make sure that every rounded rectangle is touching the yellow rectangle here. So this way all these rounded rectangles will fall into place perfectly. So once everything is in the place and everything is aligned, what we have to do is we have to duplicate all these rounded rectangles. And you know what? Why are we duplicating these rectangles? And the reason is we have to create a shadow effect. A shadow which is actually white in color. Quite strange. I don't know why I'm using white, but it looks good. So let's ungroup it, and once you apply the white color on these rounded rectangles, you have to increase the transparency. So till now you must have understood that it is not that difficult to create these isometric designs. Now we have selected all these front rounded rectangles, and from the effects panel we have applied the reflection effect. Now let's fill some icons related to smart home design, icons related to the field of IT, something related to artificial intelligence, digital transformation, icons like these Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB, cloud, and all these icons. And wow, these are in black. Let's fill white color in these icons and reduce their height and width. In case of icons, you just have to reduce the height. Width will automatically get reduced. Now just place all these icons in these rounded rectangles, and before that you have to change their rotation to make them isometric. So I'm placing these. Make sure these are center aligned and in the middle of these rounded rectangles. PowerPoint has this automatic guides these lines that appears when you place any object. So these are very helpful in placing the items. So yeah, PowerPoint is fun, especially these latest versions of PowerPoints after 2016. So I'm using Office 365, and which always stay on the latest version, which is equivalent to 2019, I guess, at the moment. And icons are a part of Office 365 only, and lots of you and many subscribers ask me via emails and comments that from where I get these icons option in my insert menu. So the icons option is pre-built and it's there in the Office 365 version. So Office 365 is basically a subscription based model from Microsoft, and you have to pay yearly for this. And so I pay yearly for this, and I get all the updates regularly, monthly channel, and yeah, so that's the software I use. So if you purchase Office 365, Office 2016 or 2019, so those are standalone applications, and those will not be updated to the next version. So that's why I've purchased it. So I always stay updated. So now coming back to this tutorial, I've inserted these rounded rectangles, applied gradient colors on the line. I haven't filled any color into these rounded rectangles. Of course, I've changed their rotation, so that's why they are isometric at the moment. So what we are doing is, on the second stop on all these rounded rectangles, we have applied white color and increased the transparency so that the second stop is not visible. So that's why we are getting this beautiful effect where these rounded rectangles are slightly visible and this bottom part is hidden. So we have filled the same colors that we have filled in the rounded rectangles in the background where we have placed the icons. So these are just some effects that we are creating to make it look more beautiful. So you can place these rounded rectangle lines. Let's call these rounded rectangle lines. So you can place these behind the icons and behind the reflection. All you have to do is place all these items and select all and send to back. So you can place these randomly. There is no logical order, so just you have to send to back. Now the next step is create a rounded rectangle again, and this will be a text, or you can say title placeholder, and here you can write anything. So I am creating a smart home design slide, so that's why I will write here smart home design. So I am just experimenting here, not sure what will look good here with this shape. So I've filled this, or half filled this gradient color. The other side is transparent. Let's duplicate it and fill the blue color. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's fill all the colors that we have filled in the rounded rectangles. So that way we will follow a consistent color approach and consistent design. So those are 6 rectangles, so we will create these 6 shapes with the same colors of rounded rectangles. So how many we have placed? Okay, so now we have 6. So I think their height needs to be shortened. We just want to keep all these shapes very minimal, like this. Let's go to effects option, effects panel, and change rotation. Now just place all these behind the shapes that we have created, and now you can see it is taking the shape and it is looking very beautiful. Some kind of effects, some artificial intelligence, and some connections are happening, some networking is happening, something is happening. And well, obviously right now what we are missing is a smart home. We have applied all the smart panels and technology here, only the home is missing. So we will create the home as well. Let's first finish all these effects, all these creative elements that we are creating. So you can try different things here. You can put circles in the background or squares in the background. You can try pentagon, hexagons, or pyramidal shapes. So it's totally up to you. You have to just broaden your mind, your thoughts, and you can create anything you want. Now let's insert another rounded rectangle. So we will use this one to write title. So let's fill white color, slightly increase transparency here. Not sure what I'm doing here. Let's see how it goes. Let's change its angle. So slightly reduce the transparency so that it should be visible. Duplicate it, put it on the front, apply white color, slightly increase the transparency so that it is not shine like a diamond. And let's place it here. So you can see I've reduced the width as compared to its reflection. Let's write smart home here, change the font, not sure which font. Okay, let's try Oswald. Capitalize, increase character spacing. Let's try Oswald light. but I'm sure we have to change it back to the Oswald again. But right now I'm just experimenting how it looks. So let's fill the gradient color. The color I'm using here is a combination of the colors that we have filled in those rounded rectangles at the back. Let's change the angle. So yeah, one thing is sure, that this text is not looking good and this looks very bad at the moment. Let's reduce the size and increase character spacing. Not sure what we should do to make it look good. I think blue will also not look good, I guess. What we can do here, let's fill white in the background. Nope, it is also not looking good. We have to stick to the white and background. So you can see I'm totally lost here, and this is what I like, because then your creativity hits you very hard and gives you more thoughts to apply. So we have kept it white only. Let's place it here. Now it's coming back to shape. Now it's looking much better, but I think the gradients are very bad here in the text. Let's fill Oswald semi-bold. Okay, it is looking much better now. So let's change the gradient colors here. So I think the colors are the culprit. Now it is looking beautiful. So I've used purple and blue combination, which is making it look good. How about Oswald? Okay, so Oswald is nice here. Not thin, not thick, only normal font, well balanced. Let's place it here. So here is the complete graphic design of the technology of smartphone that we have connected to our smart home. So now we need smart home, but before that we have to create some technological graphics to support our home, to make sure that the technology that we have created in slide 1 is connected to our smart home. For that we will create few circular matrix kind of design. So let's create this gradient rounded circle, and let's place these two rectangular bars here and subtract it from the circle, and now you can see we have this beautiful circle here. Place it here. Now what we will do is we will change its angle, and it is looking perfect. Insert another. Follow the same process, but we will cut it from different angles. First apply a beautiful gradient color here. Let's try something else. So we are following the same colors that we had used in those rounded rectangles, so our design theme is consistent. So let's place these these rectangular bars, but this time horizontally, and one here. So I'm just doing it randomly so that we get a different design on each circle. So now let's again change its angle, its rotation. So let's place it here. This is our second circle. Make sure both are well aligned, centered, and in the middle of each other. So now we will insert a third circular design here, insert shape, and we will follow the same approach here. Let's remove its outline, and so I've removed outline in all these three circles, so I forgot to mention that. So let's place the rounded rectangle in the center here, vertically at the 90 degree. Now one at the 180 degree at the center. Now what we'll do is we will place two more rectangular bars at 45 degree each. Let's duplicate these both and change to 45 degree. So that way we will get this beautiful design. So it's quite a long video and I'm tired of speaking so much, and I know it's a long video, but I think you should not get bored. You should concentrate more and you will learn these beautiful aspects of PowerPoint. Of course, you can download the template from the description I have provided, but it's better to watch this video, spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes watching this video and learn about this beautiful PowerPoint stuff, and it will help you a lot. And apply the gradient color here. I love this one, this gradient. This is my favorite gradient, the purple and blue. It is so much beautiful that it fits everywhere. It makes every slide, everything looks beautiful. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this gradient, the blue and purple gradient. This is awesome. So let's keep them stacked together, but you can see these all look on this, looks like that these all three are on the same plane. So we have duplicated these and applied white color and increase the transparency to create a reflection effect or shadow effect. Now we will slightly move the circles in the center so that it looks like they are present in some kind of 3D space. So we're moving them up and down. So the biggest circle is at the bottom, the second one is in the middle, and the smallest is at the top. So in the end we will get a beautiful design, and this will be our base for the smart home that we will create next in this video. So keep watching this video and stay with us, because we have to create the last item of this smart home design. So now insert another circle, apply a pattern here. So make sure the pattern is very similar to the background in terms of color. A dark blue pattern here. The patterns look good, but make sure you have placed or used them strategically or logically. Patterns provide a great aesthetics to your design. So what I'm doing is I am applying few effects here, some soft edges, some glow, let's place it here, and we have to send it to back. We have to change the color of the grid like this, so we are getting close to what we need. So I'm just adjusting the colors here so that it looks more realistic. So now it's looking much better. One thing is missing, and that is glow. We need some kind of glow, some kind of light in the background. So for that, again duplicate or create a new circle, apply gradient color, and for that we need this circular gradient this time. before that, keep white color on the one gradient stop and blue color on the second gradient stop. Apply radial gradient and slightly move the blue gradient stop towards the right. For the white, increase transparency to 100%. For the blue, slightly increase the transparency. And you can try to move gradient sliders and adjust the transparency, and you will get this beautiful, very powerful glow effect. Some light at the background that you can use. We need much more brighter color here, like this. Slightly reduce the transparency, and now you can see it is looking very nice. Send to back, but it has gone behind the pattern circle. For that, I think we should send it to back. Yes, now it's coming very nicely. So I've placed these two items on one slide. So now let's create a smart home design here, our main design. For that, insert a rectangle here, and this is very easy. You have to concentrate here because it's the last part of the video. I know it's getting long and you must be skipping the video here and there, but this is a very important part of the video. So it is pretty easy. You have to just insert circle, change its angle, and apply a beautiful gradient color matching the overall theme. Some purple, some blue. As I said, blue and purple looks much better than other gradient colors. So I'm just fixing the color here. Slightly need to change the blue here. Let's change the color angle. Duplicate it. Now let's change its 3D rotation angle. Place them together. Now we need one roof, and for that so we have slightly changed the colors on this right side of the building. Now let's create a top part of this building. For that we have duplicated the same right rectangle and reduce its height, change the 3D angle and place it at the top of this building. Now let's change its gradient color. So I applied some dark to light blue here. After that, let's insert these small rectangles and we will create a pattern for the windows of the building. So some glass panes. So now group these together and place next to it and keep on repeating the steps. Now let's select all, group them together, duplicate, or you can change the rotation. So now our texture, or you can say a pattern, is ready. Now group it and go to effects option and change the 3D rotation, and like this. Then we can place it over our building. The size is the concern here. Let's reduce the size and place it here like this. Now it is looking much nice. Slightly increase the transparency, and we will apply the same pattern here, but before that we have to change its 3D rotation like this and place it here. So now you can see our smart home is almost ready, but we need some kind of signals, some connections, some networking, some artificial intelligence happening around this smart home. For that, we have removed the fill of this rectangle and apply a gradient line and slightly increase the width, and everything is looking perfect. Let's choose a dotted line here. Let's place it here. Now we will duplicate it again, place above it, again duplicate and place it at the top. Now we will create one more, and over that we will create a cylindrical design. I know you must be getting confused like what I'm creating. Let's have a look. Insert this circle, apply gradient color, remove its outline. Make sure the gradient color looks beautiful and it is very vibrant, so that's why I have followed the purple color here, the purple blue. Let's change the 3D rotation, and I think we also need to increase the depth as well. So we have slightly increased the depth as well. Depth makes it more realistic and gives it a very 3D kind of feeling. So at the top we need a very solid surface, and for that we will create a solid surface at the top. So I'm thinking what we should do here. So I have duplicated one more rectangle and we will place it at the top. And let's try something here. Let's fill solid color so that we get a very nice base here. So I applied white color, slightly increase the transparency. Now it looks much better. Now place this cylindrical circle here, but bring it to front. Yes, so now it's looking very nice. For that we should change the color to black, I guess, or dark blue, and slightly increase transparency. And for the cylindrical we have to change the lighting angle so that it looks much more brighter. So now you can see it's looking perfect. We need some kind of base here so that the building looks more realistic, and for that you have to place this circle and set it to back. But before that, let's first remove its outline, apply gradient color, and I think this purple bluish gradient will look good here. Apply this radial gradient color. So let's increase some depth so that it looks 3D. Change the material to metallic and change the lighting angle so that it looks much more vibrant and bright. Send to back and place it below the building or smart home. This is our smart home, not a building. So apply the reflection effect so that the reflection falls upon this circle at the bottom. So now it's coming very nicely and very futuristic kind of design. I've slightly increased the size of the circle, so I place the circle above that effect, and now you can see it is looking very nice. So our design is almost complete. I am doing some extra stuff here so that it looks more futuristic. For that I've inserted a rounded rectangle, remove its fill, I'm applying a gradient color, a 4-stop gradient color. So I'm trying something here. Yeah, so let's select this, or so let's pick this one. All right, let's try this one and change the angle here. I guess we have to change the gradient style here so that it is visible. We have to move the sliders to get the gradient line visible here. So yeah, now it is looking perfect. Now you can see it looks like some wire is going below the home and it is connecting to all those icons in the background. So now the effect looks much more realistic and futuristic. Now duplicate it again and slightly reduce the size. So we have created one more layer of this rounded rectangle here and placed it at the center. So now you can see our smart home design is almost complete and it looks really beautiful and very futuristic. So I hope you like this design. So please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, like button, share button, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. So make sure to send it to back and send this pattern as well to the back. Now our design is complete. You can fill some text here and there. So I'll write smart city and we'll do some branding here. For that, apply some nice gradient color. So we will follow the same gradient effect. So what I'm doing here is something which I think will not look good here, but I'm just trying to experiment here out of my curiosity that how it will look. So yeah, it looks like a rainbow at the moment, which is not something that we need. We need a very beautiful design here, not a rainbow. For that, let's change the gradient stops to again purple and blue, my favorite gradient, and this looks really awesome. Now let's increase the character spacing by 12 or 10. Slightly reduce the size of the font. And now you can do one thing from the effects panel. Let's change its angle like this. Place it here. So similarly, we have created the branding as well, the gradient winners. Now insert another rounded rectangle here and change its angle and send to back. Before that, we have to increase its size so that it covers the entire right portion of the slide. And you can see the bottom right, it's still not covered. Now it is covered. We have to reduce some roundedness. Before that, we have to apply some dark color here, slightly increase the transparency. I think we should change first send to back. We should change back to white color, increase the transparency. Now it looks like some base, some plane. So here is the final result. So I haven't covered the animation part in this video because I've already talked about it in my previous video as well, so you can follow that video. So I hope you like the design of this video, so please like, subscribe, support our work by subscribing to our channel. You can also share your thoughts in the comment section. You can let me know what else or what kind of designs you need, so I will create those designs. You can follow our community tab for all the updates. So keep supporting us, keep watching our videos, keep learning, keep downloading. It's free. So thank you everyone, have a nice day, peace, God bless.